All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the hottest team in the AFC, if not the entire NFL, the Denver Broncos. 1-5 start. They gave up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins. We're hearing, oh, Sean Payton's overrated. Russell Wilson is cooked. They're toast. Their future's in the trash. Their presence in the trash. Blah, 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 blah. They've rattled off 5 straight victories. And if there's one thing I have learned, this team can hang with anybody and everyone. They have taken down, some people can't understand sarcasm. If you guys watched my Broncos video yesterday, they beat the Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. They beat my Cheeseheads. They beat Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. They beat a red-hot Minnesota Vikings. Then they just beat the best defense in the National Football League yesterday in the Cleveland Browns, the most physical defense in the league. Who looked more physical? The Denver Broncos. Folks, they can match up with anyone. Now, I'm not saying the Denver Broncos are going to go out here and win the Super Bowl, but they're going to win 10 games. Have you seen their second half or their last third of their schedule? You don't want to play the Broncos come playoff time. You certainly don't want to play them right now. 4 out of these 5 wins were above 500 teams. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. Now, guys, before we get into tonight's video, if you enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button if you do enjoy the video. Broncos fans, you are seriously one of the most supportive fan bases in the entire league, probably in the entire sports world. If you could try and get this video to 250 likes, that would mean the world to me. Yeah, man. 1-5, it's beautiful. I love the play design. Russell Wilson looks phenomenal. I love that, like, the naysayers are just saying, oh, well, he's not throwing for many yards per game. To me, all that really matters is, because I know what Russell Wilson is. He's 34 years old. He's been in the league for 12 seasons. I know he can play football at a very high level. 2,200 yards, 20 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's got the best touchdown to interception ratio in the entire National Football League, and the defense that gave up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins, and everybody was coming for Sean Payton's head. Everybody was coming for Vance's head. Everybody was coming for anybody affiliated with the Denver Broncos' head. In the last 5 games during this win streak, folks, they've given up just 80 points in total. And as a friendly reminder, the Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Buffalo Bills and their high-powered Josh Allen offense, they actually ended up firing their offense coordinator after the Broncos beat them. Primetime football. I mean, I would imagine every single Broncos fan watching this video right now, watching your team play every Sunday, is licking your absolute chops. People like to have this common misconception, especially because it was the Super Bowl last year. But if you don't have Patrick Mahomes, if you don't have Jalen Hurts, you're not going to win a Super Bowl. To be honest with you, I don't even really care. Because if the Denver Broncos can make the playoffs after starting 1-5, after all the BS that they went through with Nathaniel Hackett last season, take a look at the New York Jets. Tell me what the New York Jets are doing. I understand my man Aaron, I'm a Packers fan. I understand my man Aaron Rodgers got injured, but still, they look terrible. I mean, they look god-awful. If we rewind the clock 365 days and I say, look, the Denver Broncos defense is legit. Russell Wilson's a legit, and Sean Payton has gotten. And by the way, you're going to hire Sean Payton or trade for Sean Payton. You're 6-5 and the hottest team probably in the entire National Football League, or I mean, in the AFC at least. I mean, it's kind of inconceivable what we are seeing right now. Like, Sean Payton's sole job this season was to fix Russell Wilson, and I don't know about you guys. We can sit here and say, oh, he's only throwing for 200 passing yards per game. 20 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I could name every quarterback. I could name all 31 starting quarterbacks in the National Football League and tell you they have a 20-4 touchdown to interception ratio. Every single fan of every single team would take that regardless of the passing yards per game. All right. Now, we'll talk a little bit about the defense later on in the video because they are physical, man. They've like 3 takeaways for 3 straight games, but their offense has been unbelievably efficient. Unbelievably efficient. Russell Wilson against, like I said, the best defense in the league, in the Cleveland Browns. And now it's funny because, after they took down, 29-12, embarrassing. I mean, they just really put the foot on the gas in the fourth quarter there. Play after play, stop after stop, turnover after turnover. It's funny now, everybody's saying, oh, well, you know what? They didn't have Deshaun Watson. It was a dirty hit on DTR, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. We could sit here and play what ifs all night. They're not turning the football over. And they're getting takeaways. And that is a recipe for success, folks. We say this on the channel every single time, it feels like. If you can control the trenches, you can control the game. And we talked about this all off season. We talked about this all preseason and all season, pretty much up until this point, or the last couple of weeks, I should say. During this winning streak, they have absolutely ran up a storm. Dude, I have Samaje Perine. I have Javonte Williams. And then I've got in my back pocket, I've got Jaleel McLaughlin. Their rushing yards per game due to this win, or thanks to this win streak, is all the way up to 115.5 rushing yards per game. That's 12th in the National Football League. So this past Sunday, against once again the best defense in the league, Javonte Williams, 65 rushing yards. Samaje Perine, a player we've talked about on this channel for a couple of weeks now. Just give him the ball. Give him the ball. If you watch, if you go to any Broncos video, probably check the comments on this video. I guarantee you, every single Cincinnati Bengals fan at the time they lost Samaje Perine was upset. And right now, they're even more upset. Samaje Perine is my complimentary backup running back, but not only can he run and catch and block, so can Javonte Williams. So this blueprint for success that Denver has as the weather starts to get colder is a really physical defense and a highly, highly efficient rushing attack paired with a highly, highly efficient Russell Wilson. Now, Russell Wilson isn't throwing up, the 320 yard per game or, 320 yard passing yards, like the Seattle days. But me personally, I'm going to take no interceptions. I mean, we've played 11 games this season. He's only thrown 4 interceptions. If you can run the ball and control the trenches and your quarterback is not throwing interceptions, he's not losing the ball, he's not shooting yourself in the foot, and your defense is playing the way their defense has played, 80 points given up in the last 5 games. The last team I want to play is the Denver Broncos. So let's look ahead into the future here. You go on the road, you play the Houston Texans. I absolutely love their final, 6 games? I'm not good at math here. 6 games at Houston with the rookie quarterback, at Los Angeles. Still, I know we're a couple years in. Still feels weird to call the Los Angeles Chargers the Los Angeles Chargers. I like the San Diego Chargers a lot better. Anyways, I digress. Go to Los Angeles. Then you go to Detroit, who just lost to my Green Bay Packers. I still have hope for Detroit, but you get what I'm saying. And then your final 3 games are against the New England Patriots. They just lost to the New York Giants. I don't think anybody has any idea what's going on with the New England Patriots right now. Actually, there's a couple of reasons, but then your last 2 games, home against the Chargers and on the road against the Raiders. Folks, the Denver Broncos are going to win 10 games this season, and they're going to make the playoffs. And I guarantee you do not want to play the Denver Broncos in the playoffs, regardless of how many passing yards Russell Wilson has per game. All right, that's it for tonight. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. If you want more Broncos videos, let me know down below. But Broncos fans, NFL fans, give me a confidence scale for your team. Denver Broncos down below, 1 being not confident at all, 10 being let's freaking go, baby. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your night.